Hey Aries, it's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. I don't know why I'm just wildly excited to do this reading for you right now. So I'm doing a special Halloween tarot card spread for you, tarot card reading using the Witch's Tarot. And I found a Halloween tarot card spread, of course, so I can do this for you. And, you know, I hope it does resonate for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. But do keep in mind that this is a general tarot card read. So anyway, I'm going to shuffle a couple minutes. Not a couple minutes. But anyway, while I was getting ready to do this reading for you guys, does anybody know who Frankie Valli is? He's got this song called Sherry. So while I was just getting prepped here, I kept on getting that song in my head, but instead of Sherry, I was hearing the word Aries, and it was just really weird. I've never had that happen to me before, but anyway, I guess that's me just getting connected to the collective energy for Aries as I prepare to do this special tarot card reading for you. And I'm so excited about this hat. I can't even tell you. I've had it sitting. I'm like, ooh, I can't wait. So anyway, we're going to look at the costume. This is the first card placement, and it's going to ask, who do you want to be, Aries? So let's have a quick peek here. So we have the Knight of Swords here. So this is somebody that is going to be a little bit more decisive and just willing to charge forward. And I'm seeing it just sort of cut through the waffle. The Knight of Swords, like he's taking messages from the page, right? And then he's going to be charging forward to accomplish something. But I feel like this is kind of a vague energy. You know, the Knight is all about action and moving forward, and the air card, the Swords cards represents air, which is, you know, your intelligence. So, but still there's something really, I want to say, laid back about this card that it's not coming through. So let me just, I'm going to clarify it. So we have the Page of Pentacles. So just getting some really strange messages that whatever your abundance is, whatever messages are coming in for you guys, you're going to have to decide to chase them. Maybe you see yourself as being more of a mogul. That's really clouded. That's really clouded. I'm going to just clear the deck here, Aries, and I'm going to put those cards to the side. And I'm just going to pull some more cards. I think there's some doubt about what's going on for you. I'm really concerned about these cards here. Can you see my brow furrowing? I'm like, wow, what is happening with those? So let's see what drives and inspires you, and we'll come back to those. Yeah. Nine of Wands. Okay, so you guys could be like moving forward and forward and forward, like based on really harsh circumstances of the past. You do have the Nine of Wands here, but what I love about this particular Nine of Wands is that she's owning this energy, right? And she's got everything standing up behind her, and she just absolutely realizes that, you know, as an Aries, this energy where you are right now is because you conquered every situation in your past, you know? So but there could be a little bit of this sort of clouding what to do for the future. You could think, well, if that was also difficult, maybe the rest is going to be difficult too. So it's great to be driven. It's great to understand that, okay, I had a very, very difficult journey, or, you know, things didn't turn out the way that I wanted them to. But I'm seeing such a complexity on your cards right now, Aries. Let's see how to make life sweeter for you. I'm going to pull cards, just keep on pulling cards here. So we have the Five of Swords. And this card reminds me of the Silence of the Lambs somehow, creepily enough. So you can see why, like right here. But the Five of Swords, it really represents a battlefield. And you are getting a really deep, I got the word like monstrous energy. Huh. Okay, so Let's see how to banish ghosts for good. I'm going to put all the cards out and then we'll start talking about them. I'm getting a really like big like tidal wave feeling from these cards from you, Aries. So let's see how to banish ghosts for good. So yeah, it's time to move on up. Check out the Chariot card here. He's just really, it's like being held back, you know? Who are you holding yourself back for? Just getting the feeling that, you know, you could have been too much for certain people in an environment. You know, people thought you were too brash, too brassy, too loud, too emotional, too dramatic, too. And this is causing you to like rein it in a little bit, which is what I'm seeing here also with the Knight of Swords, and giving that little bit of unsurety. I don't even know if that's a word, but that's what I'm getting. Maybe a little bit too fierce about like, hey, do you even know what happened to me? Because like you don't need to do that anymore, because it happened for a reason, but it's gone. It's time to put that to bed. Time to let it relax. You know your journey. So if you're telling other people about how hard your life was, it's time to just really put a cap on that, because I see to a certain degree it's turning people off. Because not everybody sees you. Not everybody is as deep as you, Aries. You know? Man, there's a lot going on in these cards here for you. You don't have to tell everybody everything about your story. Not everybody deserves it. It's going to freak out some people. It's going to turn some people off. It's going to close certain doors. You know, make sure that you really know the people that you give access to your most private thoughts and stories to, because not everybody's going to get it. You know, and I think for a lot of Aries, you've had extremely challenging journeys because your calling is so high. You know, I'm going to pull another card here. I think this hat is pinching my head. So monsters and goblins, fears and habits to let go of. So you've got another knight here, you guys. So this is the Knight of Pentacles. And this one is stopped dead, you know, and this is the force that should be moving forward. But I really do see holding yourself back, and maybe this could be, I have to take this off or something. You know, many of you could have been held back in the past also. Lacey has arrived. For fear of you outshining somebody else. And then you kind of got used to that. So you hold yourself back. I'm just seeing a definite restraint for you guys where it's not the time for that anymore. There's definitely some things for you guys to rethink and reorganize within yourself. There's something really deep here about the secrets that you keep, and they should be secrets. You know, people, again, you know, they post way too much. They're way too transparent. I think transparency is really good when it comes to close friends that you can really trust, but who has that many friends anymore that they can deeply trust and that doesn't... And I've seen this in a couple of your reads recently, which is really strange. Well, not really strange, but it is a message coming in and saying, you got to guard your boundaries here. And this includes your deep, dark secrets that other people won't understand, you know. Your incredibly difficult dark night of the soul. I'm seeing there were some of you could have played with the thought of, you know, ending it all, shall we say. But you're not meant to go yet. You're meant to go a lot higher, a lot higher. And the future doesn't need to be the battlefield it was in the past with the Five of Swords and the Nine of Wands. And it's kind of like you guys are bracing yourself for that again, because that's the history. You could be holding yourself back from like really bringing in like wicked abundance, or a new love, or like whatever it is, that really big aspiration that you guys have, that really big dream. I think a lot of you are talking yourself out of it because, oh, remember how hard it was when that happened? Or, you know, that didn't really go so well for you. Now did it, you know? 9 of Wands. And you're so proud of that. And it's that pride in the difficulty. It's confusing the universe, I think, to a certain degree. The transparency needs to be pivoted to the universe instead of people that don't really matter in your life, you know? You don't have to win friends anymore. You're too bright of a light. You don't have to divulge secrets, you know, how people trade stories. That doesn't have to be part of who you are anymore. Oh, that happened to me, and this is my story, and this is how horrible it was, and, you know, oh, I've been through that too. You know, it's time for you to be more of a sage and wise counsel and say, oh, okay, you know, and keep everything to yourself. So you can bring that defense down a little bit, because when you tell your story, you can see in other people's eyes that sort of flicker of, you know, disbelief. And it brings up this warrior, like, why don't you believe me? Why don't people feel sorry for me? You know, that protecting your inner child, and your inner child just really wants you to be as abundant as possible with the Page of Pentacles. But you're sitting and sort of looking at it. Oh, my book's going to go flying. You know, really sedately. And again, here's this energy that you're holding yourself back. You're holding yourself back. And the Chariot just wants to, like, take you right, you know, into the stratosphere, Aries, you know? It's this bravado that is protecting you from the judgment of other people, but it's protecting you from the universal blessings as well. So it's time to take all these confessions that you might have and start directing them to your team in spirit, like your earth angels, archangels, anybody that you can think of, your guardian angels, you know, God, the universe, source, and start absolving yourself and just like getting it all off of your chest so that you don't have to tell your story to the minions of the world, right? Because it's all too much drama. And when you get caught up in that drama and then wondering why people don't commiserate with you, because your stories are so much more intense than everybody else's, your hurt feelings come up, and the universe is like, okay, so what we're going to do is give you more things for you to have hurt feelings over. So take all this energy that you're putting into defending yourself from other people that don't understand you and move over to where you are understood. And this is your divine team and spirit, because this is where you need to go. You can see the stars and the moon. Like, this is not an earthly thing anymore. You guys are beyond that. You are, you know, you're moving so much higher above that. And, you know, you were given your difficult journey to prepare you for it. Angel number 1414, just saw that. So this was a preparation. This was not so you could go and regale people at the pub, or, you know, put it on Facebook so you can get likes and comments, because that's not what that was all for. It was so that you could stand on it, so you could reach higher. Watch this, you guys. Okay. So you've got everything behind you, all these rods. It's all marching along. And you may be not too sure what to do with all of that. I hit my hat. not too sure what to do with all of this. Like, why was I given all of this? Now watch. And now it's your ladder that you can climb to the top with. So it was all for a reason. It all served a purpose. It might have left a big aching hole in your heart or like total confusion. You know, you're ready to go, but where? You know, where do I go here? With the Knight of Swords, you're like, I'm so lost. Take all of that and reach higher and higher. And stop reaching out to people that have no clue who you are. Just because you want somebody to understand you. Because I really think that there's only a few people, a few humans that are going to understand you, Aries. You know, so wait. You deserve somebody that is on your level, that sees you. Wait for that person. Don't just pick some random person to have a conversation that is beyond their depth of understanding, because it's very rare that somebody will see the heart of an Aries. Wow. I'm going to pull one more card, Aries. Okay, so here you are. And just remember, you make yourself. You make your journey. You make your money. You make your heart. You've got the King of Pentacles. This guy is the man. He is going to build everything that he wants. And you know how he does it? He takes all that pain, suffering, struggle, experience, and he uses it to climb higher. Wow, Aries. Okay, wow. That's all I got to say, you guys. Wow, Aries. Okay, now I'm going to just call it a wrap and just wish you guys love and many blessings, and do take care of yourselves. Bye.